Yo, what's up? It's your boy Diwani G. Welcome y'all to season 2 of Session on the Patio with Diwani G. And this season we're gonna do it a little different. This season we're gonna have more guests. We're gonna still discuss hip hop topics and social, things that's going on in the world, and make it tie into hip hop, sports, all of that, all of that of the above. And today, it's no different. We on location today, and my player partner, my homie, been knowing him for a minute. He decided to jump into this rap game, after 40 something years of being on this earth. He decided he want to be a rapper. I introduced to y'all today Negus Phoenix.
Yo, what up, what up, what up?
He got an album out. Right now, y'all can go check it out. It's available on all the streaming platforms, but definitely go check it out on Spotify. Cause that's who pays the bills for this shit. So go check it out on Spotify. It's called Out the Mud Presents the 41-Year-Old Virgin. So like I said, I bring to y'all today Negus Phoenix. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah. So, man, let me ask you this, man. Like everybody be like, it's a million rappers out here, everybody rap, What kind of inspired you to want to jump into the rap game, and like who inspired you?
Man, honestly, shit. I lost a couple of friends, man. And over the past couple of years, man, I just started thinking, man, hey, I need to live, dog.
Yeah.
All this corona came, and, I was working at a job that I really spent most of my time at it. You know what I'm saying? I've spent most of my time at the job, so I started, once the corona hit, I was like, man, I gotta do something for my family. So, quit a job after 11 years. Shit, started working for myself. Started 2 companies.
So let me ask you this, cause a lot of people, like when you in the streets, when you be yay high, whatever, a lot of people like to call it jumping off the porch.
Right.
With me, I think when you grown, you too old to jump off the porch.
Right.
You taking a leap of faith.
That's exactly what.
When you do something like to decide to pursue your dream, especially. I mean, let's just be real. Being a rapper, producer, anything that's like creative, that you decide that I'm gonna do this for a living. I wanna make a profit off of it. I want to get it out to the masses,
Right.
Like, it's taking a leap of faith, especially when you just, and I ain't gonna say you quit your job with no backup plan, because that is, you had a plan.
Right.
And tell me, what was that like the day that you knew that, all right, this is my last day working in corporate America. What was that feeling like?
Relief.
Relief?
Like, listen, 11 years in a row, I stressed about the next day. Whether it was sales, whether it was managing sales,
yeah,
whether it was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I did the next day, if that motherfucker gonna stick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, hey man, corporate America is hustling, man.
Yeah.
It's just how you apply it, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I took that leap of faith, man, I walked in there. I'm gonna tell you a story, right? So you knew I was a manager, right?
Yeah.
You knew me. So at one point, I was making some real good money. You feel me?
Like, don't get twisted. Corporate America pay.
And
especially when you get like in them like management positions. Like, I know I was at the step before the management, and I was getting it in. So I know like a part of me wouldn't even be an assistant manager for the longest, just because I made more money as a regular rep. Just because I knew how to talk to people, so I know how to sell.
That middle part rough.
So like, boy, when people when they wanted to make me assistant manager, I was turning it down. I was like, nah, I'm good. I make more money doing when the being a rep,
Right. Hey y'all, that's my dog, man. That's Fluffy, man. We had to put him up for the podcast, but he wanted to let y'all know he was here though. I hear you, boy.
He thugged it.
Hey, but so I got a check, right? The last check I got when I was working, I got a check. I looked at that motherfucker, and I came home. I said, baby. I said, baby, I gotta go.
See, you knew it was that time. You had that Jadakiss moment at Versus.
Boy, what?
It's that time, motherfucker.
Boy, what? Hey.
You was ready to go.
Hey, I went.
Let me ask you. Now, when you looked at the check, just was the check that bad, or was it that big that you was like, all right, I got enough?
No, it was because I stepped down because I was trying to leave the company.
Okay.
So I stepped down because I was just, I was transitioning, right? So I was stepping down like, nah, I don't fuck this shit. I'm tired of this, right? So it was so low, dog, because it was right when COVID hit, right?
Ooh.
So, we weren't even really working.
Yeah, because wasn't nobody coming and stuff. I know that because I'm going to be real. I was working from home online for phone, I'm going to say electronical company, and the calls, I was doing the chat part where you type, it tripled.
Yeah.
Like really, you're not a person only designed to have, you can have the same conversation with 3 different people.
Right.
But to have 3 different conversations with 3 different people at the same time, you really ain't designed to do that shit. Like, and
get lost.
And I was pulling it off for the longest. My customer service scores was fucked up though. Like I wasn't cussing people out. They were just mad that I couldn't give them the instructions in time, because you had people with like older tablets that they haven't picked up. This like it'd be the first tablet. So now that software ain't even available no more. So they haven't used that tablet in years. The phone number that they had connected to that tablet email address, they don't even remember that, so they can get into that. So it's like, and then they mad at me because they think I'm supposed to just magically hit a button and voila, your shit unlocked. Like you can use it. And then you have the old people. I love my elderly folks. Don't get it twisted. I love my elderly folks.
They ain't my favorite one, man. But they take it through there.
Try to explain this through chat, not over the phone. Like it's one thing to talk to them. You might could talk them through it.
Right.
But they already on a device. They don't even know how to use the damn computer.
Right.
They hunting and picking.
So yeah.
Like,
and they really don't want to be typing to you anyway.
God.
They're hard for them to do. So yeah. So you know what I'm going through, right? So they cut the hour, man. We barely at the store. Man, that check was so little, man. I ain't never seen a check that small, man. I was like, time to go.
Time to ride out.
I got to go, man. So shoot, man. So I did a little Lyft in between. Man, Lyft paid so good.
Nigga, I was doing Lyft during that time. I keep it real. Like, they were giving you double for the ride. So if the ride was $40, you got 80. Like,
people be amazed how much money I was making,
man. I'm telling you.
So I did have a little plan. But, that was just to get me until I found something else, right?
Yep.
But then I ended up creating a CBD company. So I make CBD edibles, too.
Oh, okay.
So, but CBD is healthy and it can relieve pain. It can do a lot of stuff for you, right? A lot of healthy things that CBD can do. So, a Money L Essentials, boom, that's me. And then one of my friends, she got killed, right?
Man, sorry to hear about that, man.
So,
moment of silence for the friend who got killed.
Absolutely. So, you know what I'm saying? She got killed, right? And it was senseless. And I made a song about her. So the song I Am Covered really is about her. You know what I'm saying? It started, first verse is definitely her. She's actually singing on the hook. So we was able to pull that. We was able to pull that off of Facebook.
Oh, okay.
she had did a contest. We was able to pull it off Facebook, and he made it. He ripped it and made the chorus, man. So if you check me out, man, I am covered. Hey, we did this post life. You know what I'm saying? Post life. So what would they call it? Postpartum? Not postpartum. That's
posthumous. Posthumous. No, not postpartum. Posthumous.
Yeah. So whatever, nigga. We from the hood, nigga. You know what we mean.
Postpartum.
Nigga, postpartum. Hey, man. Hey, postpartum real too, man. I salute all women, man. I love y'all.
That's when that education come out the mud.
Boy, what? That's when it come out. Absolutely, education come out the mud, man. Hey.
So we gonna get into the album in a bit. We gonna talk about the album because, you know, like I when I listen to the album, I listened to it all the way through. I hit the highway. So let me check my boy out. Let me see what he talking about. You know, and I was like, you know, I was impressed. Like I keep it real. Like I ain't know whether you could rap or not. I'm gonna be honest. I never heard nothing previous. You know, like you never been like, nigga, I can rap, nigga, watch the freestyle, boom, boom. Like you never, it was never none of that. Like, you know, and you know, shoot, I worked with you for about 3-4 years and like, it was never none of that. Now me, on the other hand, I'm always coming in with a mixtape, a new song, something on YouTube.
You were.
Like, but like you never even like had no indication. Like I never knew you even wanted to rap. Like, so like when you was like, man, I'm finna rap, I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna send you a beat, just see what you do. And then, you know, what you sent back, I was like, all right, you talking about something too. I like that, you know. And like when I just listened to the album in its entirety, like I like it. Like,
appreciate it.
You know, I ain't going to it with no expectation. You know, because a lot of times you going to it with expectation and you might not. You might live up to the person's expectation or you might not. I just didn't have no expectation on it. I was like, let me see what he's talking about and what it's going to be. And I was like, all right, I like it. You know, it's entertaining. I like the skits. Like, you know, I know I'm probably getting the person name. I call it the Uncle Mike skit. That's what it just sound like. That's what it just sound like. He sound like he's somebody Uncle Mike.
Hey, like, he is, man. Hey, he is Uncle Mike, man. Shout out to Big Mike, man. Mr. Mike.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Shout out, my dog.
Man, y'all gotta check them skits out, man. It's like from the intro in, like that shit just is funny.
Hey, man, like, for real, that's my dog.
Tell me, practice it.
Hey, for real, that be gonna get you pregnant, man.
That boy crazy, man. Y'all gotta check the album out to know what we talking about. Matter of fact, you know, play some of it right now. You know, while we chilling and talk about it, so we finna get into it.
All right.
Now, let me leave right there. Like, check it out. Now, let me ask you this. Like, so far as what rappers influenced you, like coming up, or even like I'm gonna say, what rappers influenced you coming up, and what rappers possibly influenced you making this album?
Okay, so just starting with the rappers that actually influenced me, man. When I was coming up, man, it was this group called YPI. My big brother was in it, right? All his friends.
Okay.
So they were the inspiration for me to start rapping. Like I remember, you know what I'm saying, my brother got in trouble. I remember he'll call home, but he'll have his homeboy, you know what I'm saying, in the cell with him like, hey, check out my little brother, he done wrote a rap. You know what I'm saying? So I've been rapping, man. You know what I'm saying? And the mainstream rappers that I listen to, that I love, man, I love Pac. Pac always my favorite, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Outkast, man, Spice One, West Coast, man.
Okay.
So I grew up really listening to Top Authority, Bone, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up listening to a lot of different music, not just Southern hip hop, but you know, I still listen to Two Live Crew. Okay. I still listen to Dating Family. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you this. What rappers influenced you like in making this album? Like who was you kind of listening to, or did you listen to anybody? Are you one of those type of people that have to block out like like for instance, like with me when I make an album, sometimes I have to block out the music that I like to listen to keep from mimicking it.
Right.
So, so like I could be inspired by it, but like if I listen to it too heavy, I have an ability to like I can mimic certain artists, like
yeah, I know exactly.
I know like I could really like do a whole song and make it sound like 3 different people, like so I have to when I get ready to be like I'm gonna make an album, I have to just in my writing process, I have to tune. I don't listen to nobody. I just start listening to myself and whatever or I just put on instrumentals that are like the beats I don't made or whatever. Or if I want to make a song similar to like what an artist made, I might pull up their instrumental or instrumental similar to
catch that vibe.
Yeah. Like what was your process and like when you made like what rappers that you possibly listen to when making this album that influenced it?
To be honest, I listened to my artists.
Okay.
Hell, we was in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
What's their name?
SOE 2 Time, man.
SOE 2 Time.
Oh, get it, man. I'm telling you, we coming out, man. We got more information on that, so don't worry. We got something for you. But, yo, man, so I'm in the studio with him a lot. He young, too.
Mm-hmm.
But he rap. You know what I'm saying? He gifted, man. Talented. So, I'm chilling, but then at the same time, he like, hey, write a verse for it. So he
hyping you
up. He hyping me up.
He amping you up.
Yeah, so he hyping me up on it. So then, I started hearing like, the music that I was making was kind of sounding, I'm 41.
Mm-hmm.
It started sounding a little young. So, but I kept it. Because guess what? I got something for everybody on the album.
And you know what? Sometimes it don't really be. It's only, to me, I look at it like it's only sounding young. You know how when an old person use a young person slang and it sound like
I'm trying to right.
Now if you can use it and you sound right saying it, cool. Like it's like I'm 37. Another 37-year-old might be like, man, it's lit. And it might sound like, man, you shouldn't say that. You too old for saying that. Me, I can say it and pull it off just because I know how to use it.
Right.
Like the new thing they got out now, shout out to Gunna, Pushing P.
Right.
Oh, he be like, yo, that ain't P.
Right.
Like I can pull off saying that just because I know how to use it.
Right.
But you might have a older person be like, boy, P. That's too much, boy. You peed up. Boy, you peed up, boy. Peed up. Like, and you be like, nah, stop.
Right.
Stop.
That
ain't how you do it.
Right.
Like, you know.
Right.
Like,
you have to. Yeah. You really
like,
have to.
you know. So I guess I don't have that old feeling just because I ain't got hit with Unk yet.
Oh man, boy, it hurt me so bad. I meant to do it right. As soon as I met him, he called me Unk, dog. I ain't hurt my feeling, boy.
I ain't
hurt my
been
feeling as soon as I met him. But to get back to the point, then I switched up. For 2 weeks, I didn't write a thing. All I listened to was Jay-Z. I listened to his whole discography, right? Tupac, I listened to all of his. Wu-Tang, I listened to all of theirs. Scarface, I listened to all of his.
You went to digging into some classics.
Yeah, exactly. Outkast. I even went and listened to some old Mac for No Limit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he free now.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm waiting for him to drop some new music.
Yeah.
I'm ready for him, man. I'm ready for World War III again.
I was just having this conversation. I be in this this podcast room. Right. It's called Green Room on Spotify. And it's the room I be in is my song is on Spotify.
Okay.
And also too on Tuesdays I be in the same Green Room on Spotify, and I be in the Most Necessary Live podcast with B. Miller.
Okay.
And they got like a Spotify playlist that they update and add to every week.
Right.
And stuff, and we been there having like conversations about like what's going on in hip hop and stuff. And I was just like, I remember bringing up one time saying that the older artists that like don't rap no more in a sense, they should put out music just because now the game is so wide open now. Like 20 years ago, I understood why they didn't put out music.
Right.
But now, like the KRS, like I like to see KRS, the fact that KRS-One still drop music.
No,
Nas dropping classics. He's dropped 3 straight classics. Like he don't hit with a 3-peat, really.
Yeah.
But like I wish like the Rakims and like the older rappers like the Big Daddy Kanes, you know, like
stuff relevant for
not necessarily even relevant, but just you still, that audience ain't dead. Like they still alive.
Right.
Like it's still people that's like out there still want to hear Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson.
It's so much digital
and it's
music.
like they don't put out music no more, but they should. You know, and it's like I always just feel like, nowadays it's no matter what age you are, make age appropriate music, but have fun with it. Even if you don't make age appropriate music, like have fun with it. You only live once.
Yep,
you know,
that's true.
Everybody ain't gotta be a real rapper. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's people that do this shit for fun and them got rich off of it.
Right.
It's people that do it super serious and they got rich off of it. So it's like, do what you feel with it. If you feel like being serious, be serious. If you want to talk about like a funny topic, like you can make it whatever. Like it's art.
Right.
Like you don't see a author, when the author write a book, they don't just stick to just one type of book or one type of subject.
Right.
They give you different subjects, different stories.
Right.
The stories may be fictional, they may be non-fictional. It's a story. Now, now it's up to you to tell the audience, hey, this ain't real. This just something I had in my head and I wanted to make a song about it. Right. Like, but it might be real to somebody out there.
Right. Somebody might follow along, man.
So it's like, just don't ever compromise your art for nobody. Right. And I always just encourage people to just do what you feel with this music, man. That's all I did. Like my last album, I just felt like at the time where everybody was going through stuff, we needed motivation. So I just felt like better late than never. It fit the title, and all the songs on there were like motivational, like cause that's what people need, concept.
Yeah.
Like I ain't feel like being gangster, none of that stuff. It's just I felt like motivating people.
Right.
Like
you didn't want to shoot them down.
Nah, to me it's like I'm one of them type of people. I see the glass half full versus half empty. Right. So to me, it's nothing for me to encourage somebody versus discourage them.
That is the biggest thing, man. I done got text messages. I know, you know what I'm saying? I done seen posts, my homeboy post something. But, I done got phone calls. And people really like, yo, man, that's good motivation, man. What you doing is motivation, man. It's inspiration. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you ain't never too old to go for your goals, dog. You know what I'm saying? I played sports all my life.
Well, no, I'm finna say now, depending. If you're trying to go to the NBA, there is an age
right.
limit.
I mean, I ain't trying to go to the NBA, but
you get your ass out there if you want to, boy. You go to every
listen.
ACL, MCL.
I seen on Facebook. I seen on social media the other day, man. A motherfucker say, "When the last time you ran full speed?"
Exactly.
And somebody put, "What's that?" Boy, what? That's me. I was gonna put it, but they had already put it, man. But what's that? Boy, I don't do that fast.
I ain't gonna lie. My last time I ran full speed, though, I was racing somebody. I won.
Oh,
I won.
It ain't no way in the world. I ain't racing nobody, boy.
I took off on fume.
I don't run in the rain, dog.
I ain't gonna lie. I can still run fast, but then after the run, I am tired as fuck. I ain't gonna act like I'm just walking around like let's do it again. We only doing it one time.
I'm good.
Like if I go before the gun, that's it. I'm not gonna go back and start over. Like that's all I got.
I'm good. I ain't
even played basketball in like 4 years.
Listen, dog. If I leave something that's expendable, but I want it, if I leave it in the house and I was supposed to take it with me, and I'm already in my car, I'm not even coming back in the house, dog. I don't do nothing back. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do nothing backwards, dog. I go forward on everything. I go forward.
So let me ask you this: what's your favorite song off your album?
Oh, you can't do that.
What's your favorite? I already told you mine.
Oh, you can't do that, man. Because out of all of them, if I had to say my favorite, it's I Uncovered and Pain because of the reason I did them.
All right. Well, what's the reason? Well, I know the first one you said your homegirl passed away.
But then Pain, man, it's a song about pain, like about going through stuff, and it say can't nobody understand my pain. I done made it through the storm and the rain. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? You got issues, I got issues, but we ain't the same. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I laugh, but know that ain't a game. You get what I'm saying? So people was going through something. People in my city. I really did it for my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Millersville, Georgia, man. I did it for the love of my city, man. You know what I'm saying? But you ask me, I'm from Harrisburg, Georgia. Y'all already know. If you from Millersville, you know what it is. But so.
And man, I've been in your city too, man. There's some cool ass folks down there.
Hey man, we all cool, man. We know how to move, man. People don't understand this is a small town, man. But it taught me everything I need to know about life. It taught me how to navigate, man. Cause it go down now.
Oh yeah.
It go down now. The hood everywhere.
Oh yeah.
The hood everywhere. So it taught me a lot, and I wanted to give back to my city. And that was me telling my story about how I came up, where I came up.
Now my favorite joints off your album, I like the Mask Off.
Okay.
I like of course I like the track that I produced, Made a Man.
Oh man, that's about my mama, so
of course I love that, you know. And it was the one on the one with DJ Pauly D. Which one is
DJ
this?
Paul? That Let Me See It.
Let Me See It. Okay.
Oh.
I wanted to make sure I had the title right.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. My favorite ones. Like if I repeat anything off of there, it's them. Like now, when I say repeat, like after I don't listen to it one time, I might play this one 2-3 more times. Like that Mask Off, I'm gonna play that about 3-4 more times.
Right.
Like
you get run through. You run it back. Run it back.
The Made a Man, I like that just because you talking about your mama, but then too, you know, you the first rapper to rap over my beat, so it's like, all right, cool. I like that shit too. Yeah. So it's all right. It's like shit.
You bias on that one, automatic.
No, actually, I could probably critique that one harder than anything, just because I'm like, all right. I always wondered, could I make a track for somebody else to rap on outside of myself? Like, I know how to rap on my shit, but can somebody else rap on my shit? Or can they turn my shit into their shit? And I feel like you did a good job of turning my shit into your shit.
They can,
man.
If you
you ain't come on there trying to like, cause sometimes people listen, like say for instance, if you get a beat by Dr. Dre, you might be inspired to try to rap like Dr. Dre on Dr. Dre beat.
Because you're gonna sound, if you got a West Coast beat,
or you might try to sound like Snoop on the West Coast beat.
There you go. You want that West Coast swag on it.
So it's like, with you, it's like I'm glad that you didn't try to like rap like how I rap or whatever. Right. You just came with your own. You got the beat and you made it yours. Like you, yeah. I mean, you hit me up, you like, when you gonna hop on this? I was like, nah, that's you. Like, that's you. I want to see what you do to it. I know what I would do to it. I just want, and I ain't even tell you what I would do to it just because I ain't want to give you I already gave you the canvas, the beat.
Right, there you go.
There you go. Boom. See, let me see what you come up with.
Hey, when I took it to the engineer, he played the beat, right?
Uh-huh.
And I ain't tell him what I was doing.
Now, hold on, let me tell you this too, not for nothing. I sent that beat to like a couple people like about a year and a half ago. And nobody fuck with it. Like everybody just was like, they ain't hit me back on it. It just was like, all right. And then
now some stuff too far out of your realm. Yeah. If you don't feel like you can master it.
Some people looking for like that sound. Like to me, I don't chase the trend in a sense. Right. I feel like I could I could still, like, say for instance, I can make something sound good for today without making it sound trendy.
Right.
Like everybody else shit, you know.
Right.
And so that's what I aim to do.
Appealing to, and that's really how I chose my beat. Like, I never had an idea of what I was gonna put on the beat until I heard the beat. The beat told me everything. You know what I'm saying? The beat told me everything.
That was another thing I was gonna ask you. Did you have any songs wrote before you heard the beat?
Yes, I wrote them to a different beat though, because it was gonna go on something else where I didn't end up doing the song, or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
you might have a verse for somebody, and they like, we're gonna do the song, and then you wrote the verse,
and they never did it.
Now you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. That's one thing I guess with me. If somebody asked me to be on the song, I kind of tailor make my verse for the song.
Right.
So it'd be hard for me to, like, if I don't use the verse, it'd be hard for me to use it for something else.
Well,
I could make it fit for something else. Right. But in my mind, I still hear it on what I originally wanted to put it on.
I only did it for one song, but I didn't want to lie. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, no, that's all good.
So I only did it for that one song. And
ain't nothing wrong with laying a reference for yourself.
No, I ain't saying that wrong with it, but it was only that one song, so you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be like, no, I did it for all of it, but it was one, right? Mm-hmm. But other than that, let me tell you, I had to get used to writing to beats that's already finished. Because when my first couple songs, I wrote as the engineer, as the producer, created the beat. So I was used to writing off the first sound.
So if the beat going, you writing.
I'm writing. Right.
And that might just be a sound that's just sitting there that ain't got nothing to even do with the beat.
Nothing, dog. But it's always
looking at you. And he looking at you while you rapping. Like, what he rapping on? Like, what is he riding? And then you figure out, he riding like.
Yeah. So I had to reprogram myself when I started writing on already made beats. So I was like, shit. So I had to, I let the beat tell me.
Now, do you like write or do you type it in your phone?
In my phone. In my phone.
Okay.
Cause I never want to sound stupid. I always want to make sense. Sometimes when you go off your head, it might sound good rhythmically, while you in the rhythm. But it might not sound good. That shit might not make no sense. You get by with it. You get by with it because you catch that topic. You know what I'm saying?
And people fucking with the wave, like,
right.
Especially if you saying, like, if you riding the beat and it just sound like cool, like, you might can mumble some shit and get it off, like,
right.
But sometimes it go like that. Like,
yeah,
but you throw a little auto tune on it, and you be like, all right, damn. Shit, I don't even know what I said. And then you be like, I don't even know what I said, but shit, they gonna make up something with it.
Right. Right.
Like think about how many Michael Jackson songs you done made up your own lyrics.
Oh man, I make up lyrics all the time.
Janet Jackson, I be making up my shit with her
all the time. But everybody,
all the Young Thug first shit, I used to just make up my shit with his. Like, I catch some of the shit he say, but I be make up the other shit.
I make up everything,
but
I just let it go with
That's the one rapper that I like, that I can honestly say that I don't really understand most of the shit he say, Young Thug, but I like his music. Like, that shit is like addictive. Yeah. Like him and Future.
Yeah.
Like Future shit is like Future shit is toxic, man.
It's for toxic people, dog.
I'm not toxic, man.
Bro, hey man, listen, sometimes you will, cause when you ride in your car and you make the decision to say, I'm about to put it on Future. Boy, you better go for a ride, boy. Mentally, you better go for a ride. And
Future will say some inspirational toxic shit. You be like, man, this is fucked up, but it's so true.
Dog. And I love it, dog. He'll put you in the mood, boy. You be like, fuck, boy.
That was a Smoke and Drink break brought to you by Negus Phoenix and Diwani G.
For real.
With the coffee included. There you go, and the pass. And I got a sip too, cause that shit hit the back of my You know, pause. It hit that, but like,
Boy, you stupid.
but like, now I'm sitting up here, I got caught up in the song "Let Me See It" featuring DJ Paul D. Where you from?
From Millersville.
Okay, from Millersville. All right.
From Millersville.
Okay, shout out to Millersville.
Hey, look, I only got one out of town on the whole album. Well, two. I got two out of towners on the whole album. That's it.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything else homegrown.
Homegrown. All right. So, let me ask you this. How have you since dropping the album? Because you dropped it a physical, NFT actually, right?
Right.
You dropped the NFT first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just put it out on the streaming services this past Friday,
Right.
which was like the 14th, correct?
Right.
So the album, Out the Mud presents the 41-year-old virgin, Negus Phoenix. It was been available January 14th, 2022. So it's out now. So by the time y'all hear this podcast, it's out now. So make sure y'all go check it out. Do you think about making a second one, or that's too soon? You just trying to
Man.
You just trying to like just take it all in and just like push this.
Well, I said I wasn't gonna make another one.
All right, it was just something that you wanted to try.
Right, I wanted to do, but then, like I said, I got people around me that are like, hey man, why you just gonna do one and you love music?
Now you know you ain't gotta do like a big body of work every time.
I
You
know,
can put out
I know.
like you said, like I mean, look at the even the big name people. Drake put out a 3-song EP and it went 1, 2, 3 on the charts, like straight up.
Right.
Like you can put it out however you want, however you feel
I know,
it.
but
Like
if I do it, I'm gonna do an album. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna put it out number one time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one group. I'm gonna get, and then I'm in the studio all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm with my artists all the time.
I got you.
Cause you know he next though.
Now I do.
So I really ain't looking forward to me right now. I'm looking forward to him coming out next.
I will say I like the time length on your album. It's not super long.
Right.
You know, like a lot of people been dropping albums this year that's been like an hour long.
Right.
Of rapping about whatever, but it's like some of it's good, some of it, you know. Me, I'm a fan of like, I think that's why I like Nas albums.
Right.
These last 3, especially this last one. It's short and quick, but it's like, damn, this shit is amazing. That's like with your album, not comparing it to Nas, but like with your album, I like
You
the fact-
can though. You can. Look, hey, you can, man. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, you can, man. We gonna get there though. We gonna get there.
Hey, we trying. We
gonna get
myself
there.
included, I'm trying to get there.
For real.
But like I like the fact that it's short and it's like your songs are catchy.
Right.
They're catchy. You know, it ain't like you overthink it.
Right.
And I think that's important a lot of times. Some people they'll step out on their first album and just try to be over lyrical, like over rapperish, like
Right.
you
Right.
like you in the music. Even if I didn't know you, I could look at the album cover, hear your music, and feel like I know who you are.
Right.
Like
Right.
and like you know,
Right.
I feel like you'd be somebody that I could probably identify with in a
Right.
sense. Like
You done been through a couple things that's on there.
yeah, so it's just like all right, and then you know, like I said, so it's entertaining too.
Right.
So that's another aspect. I feel like the music gotta be entertaining, like
Right.
you know, and that's what I like about it. And the beats nice.
Yeah. Oh man, hey.
It slap hard in the car too. I like how
Hey.
I like how it sound in the car. That'd be my real test right there. If it slap in the car, I'd be like, all right, you got me. Now let me see if what you talking about gonna keep me. And like I said, like I like the features on the album.
Right. Hey man,
Like,
I wanted more features, man. I had a couple people from Millersville that I wanted to get on there. They couldn't make it, so you know. But I'm gonna get them next time. I gotta do it for my city every time, dog. But it's gonna be music that I feel everybody can relate to.
my God.
That was my biggest goal, is to make something that my homeboy won't. Dog, people ain't always honest, man, with their mouth, but they actions honest as fuck.
So how have you since dropping the album physically and digitally? How has the support? Like, have you been happy with the support that you got? Have you been disappointed with the support that you got, or is it like even keel?
I think it's even keel now.
I mean, I'm talking like personally, like, or how do you feel?
No, personally, I'm about to
support?
tell you. I'm about to tell you. Now, when I was doing the toy drive, 'cause that's why the only reason I sold it physically at first was to raise money for a toy drive.
I got you.
And I got support, but I feel like I could have got more. So at first I was upset, right? Then I started thinking, maybe everybody ain't got it. No matter what's going on, everybody doesn't have it. And I'm just thankful for the people that did. So, but they supported well. You get what I'm saying? Even if I could have got more, they supported well. Like, it's people that was like, hey, look, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So the toy drive went good. It went good, man. I made Christmas for a lot of people.
That's amazing.
And that was, man, listen.
And the fact that you can say you dropped the album that fed the hood. Like, so it's a lot of big name people that drop albums that didn't feed nobody but they people around.
Right.
Or just fed the record labels.
So let me tell you this.
You dropped the album that fed, like, your people.
I'm glad you said that.
And other people.
I'm glad you said that because, you know, one of my favorite quotes, one of my favorite rappers, Jay-Z, right? He has a line that say he got rich and gave back. Now that's the win-win. How can I help the poor if I was one of them? I'm still poor.
You know it's a Jay-Z line for everything in life down there.
Exactly. And guess what? He motivates me in some of his lyrics. Yeah. Like, that's real motivation. And I live by those lyrics because I know they true. Because I'm seeing people do things and get in trouble for it and tell me not to do it, and I don't do it. So I understand what he says, but I wanted to do it both ways. I want to still, like, I ain't got much more.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If that, I don't have much more. But I still was able to help people.
Yeah.
And I was able to let them listen to something that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's my feedback. It's pretty good. It's surprising. It's pretty good.
I like it.
So that's the biggest. That's one of the biggest compliments, that people actually like it.
Cause I'm gonna be real, like, I got friends that like do music and stuff, and I can honestly say, like, everybody's stuff I can't listen to. Like, I ain't gonna say it ain't good. It just might not be for me.
Right.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying, I like listening to your album. Like, you know, like, and me, I'm the type of person, I don't never feel like I'm too big or I'm too much of a man to say, hey, your shit good. I like your shit.
Right.
As an artist, sometimes as artists, we be, I guess, so competitive in a sense, right, knowingly and unknowingly, that you don't be wanting to give the next man props.
Right.
You don't want to say, hey, man, that's a good album.
Right.
And I like what you was talking about here, like, you know, everything ain't gotta be like a critique. Sometimes it could just be, do you like it or do you not?
Right, that's why when I was talking, when I was calling you, and I'm like, yo, man, like, you been part of my motivation. Like, when I tell you that, that's real.
Yeah,
because
I appreciate it.
You doing it. Like, I'm looking at your Instagram, I'm looking at your Facebook, and I'm like, damn, I'm not telling you this. But I'm like, damn, that boy's goddamn out there doing it.
Hey, man.
He's still performing. I'm like, okay.
I just feel like this, man. I always feel like I would figure it out sooner or later. Right. In some sense of form. Now, I ain't got it all the way figured out.
Right.
Like, if I had it all the way figured out, of course, I'd be rich and famous off this shit. But I figured out a way to make money off of it.
Right. So,
and that was
the goal.
That's part of the goal. Part of it is to do. I like doing what I love. Like, I love to talk about music. I love rapping. I love creating beats. Yeah. You know, so I do that. I do that even if I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
So the fact that I can do it and get paid, all right, let's do it.
Hell, I'm spending money. I ain't getting paid.
Hey,
like right now, like you investing, man.
Right.
I learned like you investing, dog.
Yeah.
You investing in yourself, and a lot of time,
man, I tell you the truth, man. Like before this album, like I had the I say before my last EP, No Days Off 2, in the midst of like making it.
Shout out.
I got rid of my whole team. Like I decided to just take over everything. Like one reason why I started producing on my album Wake Up, it got to a point my producer had got locked up. And so before he got locked up though, and man, shout out to him, you know, King Remy. He out now. But like before he got locked up, he sent me like a bunch of beats, like 5 beats.
Right.
The beats he sent me, and he sent me a beat with a verse on it.
Right.
So with a verse and a hook on it. So whatever he sent me, I did a song to. Right. And then I had to make I made like 10 more beats, and I ended up using like 5 of them. I think like 4 or 5 of them for the album, because I had to produce it.
Right.
I ain't had no choice.
Right.
And then at the time I had I found the Nipsey Hussle instrumental. I looked it up online and, you know, downloaded it. It was off his album Mailbox, his mixtape Mailbox Money. It was called That's How I Knew. I flipped it and called it That's All I Knew. And got it cleared. Okay. Like, I don't know how I sent it through the distributor. The distributor got it cleared or whatever. And so I put that on the album and had to make the album go. Like, in my career, I figured out I had to take control of it and do it myself. Right. Because I was giving people to play, but then they wasn't putting the play in motion, or they wanted money, extra money to put the play in motion. It's like, man, if you put the play in motion, we can get the money. I ain't stingy, like we can share it, but it's hard for me to give you something I ain't got right now. Like, you trying to get rich off me and make me broke. Like, why we can't get rich together?
Right. And
like that be my goal. Like, I ain't stingy. Let's get this money together. Like, if I'm a person manager, like, all right, look, I'm gonna help you eat, but let's see how we can figure this out for us all to eat. I ain't finna, if I see you barely eating, but you got the talent, and I know I can put you boom, 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 and we can be out of here, let's do it. You know, that's how I think. But I get why the other people think the way they think, because it's predator and the prey. So I get it. I just I could no longer be the prey. Well, I could never be the prey. Right. So it's like, once this started getting too rich for my blood, it's like I gotta back out. Right. Like, hey, it was nice doing business with you. I gotta do this on my own. So from No Days Off 2, well, actually from the end of Wake Up, from No Days Off 2 on down, I've produced all of my shit. My last album, Better Late Than Never, written, produced, engineered, mixed, mastered, all by me. Video, co-directed. Shout out to my cousin Miles. Okay. He directed. He co-directed the other portion of the video tonight. But me and him did the video or whatever. He shot one part, I shot the other part, or whatever. And I basically did the whole thing, even the album cover, did the whole thing myself. Like, and I with all my streaming services combined, I don't hit over probably about 1.4 million in streams. So it's like, you know, now I'm gonna tell you, and I say this too, I mean, this is kind of off topic too, but it's kind of like relevant. It's fucked up how they pay off these streams though. Like, dead ass. Like, if we was like 30 years ago, if I told you I did 1.4 million, that would be sales. Cause
Right.
streams didn't exist.
Right.
So if I did these numbers
copy, way much more
30
money.
years ago, I would be rich.
Listen, why you think
I own all my masters.
Why you think I had to do the physical sales first?
But check this out though. This what this made me think about when I thought about this couple days ago. I tweeted this about a couple weeks ago maybe. The artists that be complaining about, man, I ain't getting no money from the record label, this, that. You gotta think, the streams pay so poorly that I'm independent, so I own all my shit. So
right.
all I just need my shit to do is go.
Right.
If I get, let's say for instance, if my streams, if me independently, if I did Drake numbers, let's not even say Drake because he's the top of the food chain. Let's say Benny the Butcher.
Right.
If I did Benny the Butcher numbers, and it's not the slight Benny the Butcher, no way. I like it. I like him. He an amazing lyricist. He from Buffalo. I don't know if you heard of Griselda.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They hard. I like them. Shout out to Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. I like them. But let's say if I did his numbers, Benny the Butcher, by me being independent and I own all my shit, I produce all my shit.
That's good money.
Right. All my shit, like I'm rich.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You are.
You know.
You are. Cause own your masters, man.
But the artists, they don't. You got to think the label be owning like 75%. Right. Then even if you 50-50 partner, you took an advance. So then you owe extra on top of that advance. So you ain't never gonna see nothing from them streams. So you can only hope to see something from the show, from your shows, your merch. You know what I'm saying? Because like the streams is, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't pay much. Like you got to stream in the billions.
Right.
To see a million.
Listen.
Like
listen, man. I'm telling you, man. That's why you gotta be able to.
I was looking at like Drake shit. I was like, man, shit. I was like, this nigga. One of this nigga songs don't stream more than my whole catalog, nigga.
If you independent, you gotta find a way to do some type of physical sales in your area. Whatever they can do, man. You see how I did,
no, if
man?
you're independent, you gotta find a way to do physical sales, but then you just gotta find a way to really just stay independent. You gotta really find a way to promote it and market it.
You gotta be able to market.
That's what you gotta be able to do. Promote it and market. You gotta be your own salesman. See, a lot of people don't want to put in the work and be their own salesman.
You gotta be able to travel too, man.
Yeah, and see, I ain't got no problem being my own salesman. A lot of times too, it ain't necessarily traveling. Sometimes it's just tapping in. This social media can have you everywhere and you nowhere. Right.
But I'd rather travel.
I mean, your traveling is always good.
Because once you build a base and they want to see you, they gonna book.
The thing about it is, and it's the crazy part now with this social media, you kind of got to build yourself up via the social media so you can book them flights and go.
Yeah.
You know, because then they can be like, look, we want you here at this. We want you at the House of the Blues. We want you at Barclays Center to open up for such and such.
Yeah.
State Farm Arena. Boom, boom, boom. You know, we want you at this club, this festival, Coachella, all that shit. You know, iHeartRadio Music Festival, all that stuff. You know.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's all what it is. You just got to build up the fan base and get it there. And that's the hard part, but easy part at the same time. Like, cause one thing about it, like the open mics and stuff, they fun, but it really just be full of artists. But that's how I gauge if my music good or not, though. Because if I can get another artist to be like, man, I fuck with your shit, then it's like, yeah, okay, then I can get a regular person. Because another artist, I always think they shit better than everybody.
Right.
And as you should.
They the people that are really listening to it on the first time. A lot of people ain't really listening to it the first time. But they really paying attention because they want to see how good you are for real.
Yeah.
That's what they really, artists, they listen, they like, let me see what these niggas got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they pick you.
And depending on too, sometimes how you look. Sometimes you might come out there looking crazy and they be like, man, what this nigga about to do? What he about to say? Then sometimes a nigga just be so cool and you just be like, all right. Wonder well, and then sometimes nigga talk game be good. You know, before the track drop, you be like, yeah, nigga, you know, bloop, 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 bloop. You be like, alright, this nigga might finna do something. Let me see. He talk a good game.
Yeah.
And then that beat come on, and if it be what it's supposed to be, then it be like, alright, yeah, I rock with that all day. You know,
Right.
but then if your talk game ain't right in it wet, then man, it's like, man, you know, fucked up. The crowd, they'll tell you too. The crowd got no problem telling you, like, look, you like they ain't got no problem telling you, hey, look, you whack. You need to get that shit right. But
Right.
man, getting to toward the end of this interview, man. What's the one thing on your album? Like, if you had to tell people to, like, if somebody had to pick one track off your album, I'm gonna give you 2 tracks off your album that'll make a person that you feel will make somebody your fan. What 2 tracks would you feel that if you said, hey, listen to this and you'll be a fan of mine?
I say Wouldn't Last.
Uh-huh.
And I Am Covered.
All right. Why those?
Cause man, Wouldn't Last, man, is really inspirational.
Okay.
Because they said I wouldn't last.
Okay.
I persevered. You know what I'm saying? I persevered through all that stuff, rain and the pain.
So it make you feel powerful.
So it make you feel powerful, right?
I got you.
So, and then, you know, that's for the doubters. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And then I Am Covered, man, because that's telling a story that's like about how I grew up, and that's really telling you about me.
I got you.
That's all me.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? That's me. Yeah, I Am Covered.
All right. So just to wrap it up, man. Tell everybody, you know, where they can follow you at on social media. Let them know where they get the name of the album, where they can get the album.
All right, so it's Out the Mud presents the 41-Year-Old Virgin, Negus Phoenix. It's on all platforms. You can follow me on at Negus_Phoenix on IG. You can do Out the Mud, out_DA_Mud Music.
Y'all see it right here
on IG. Absolutely. Hey, you can hit me up in my inbox. You want to cash out me? I'll send you some shirts. I got merch. You can get the hoodie.
"41-Year-Old Virgin."
You know what I'm
Out
saying?
the mud.
Or you can get the shirts. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, hit me up, man. All platforms.
What's the name of the album again?
41 Out the Mud presents the 41-Year-Old Virgin.
Alright. And that right there, that was Negus Phoenix. Y'all make sure y'all go get that album. The 41-Year-Old Virgin. Out the Mud presents the 41-Year-Old Virgin by Negus Phoenix. It's available on Spotify. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. And this has been another session. First episode, season 2. Sessions on the Patio with Diwani G. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Check us out all season. Make sure y'all go get the album. And till next time, peace.